W PowerPoint presentation. Yeah. It's like 2 days after Guildlock right now. It was such a great time. How do I feel after the event? Like I was like tired. I'm still am tired. Happy, like a little bit of frustrated, like inferior, but like inspired. So I'm gonna like go over what I've actually been like for like the last few months leading up to like Guildlock. What I've been like kind of like up to in the background. So how it started. Most people don't know that like the original plan for like a Guildlock or like a Deadlock LAN has been in like works for like super fucking long. This wasn't like, oh, we're gonna like do it in like 3 months. So the original plan was by, as far as I know about from Triden, was all the way back since like last year, August, I think. August to December, something around there. That's like when I remember it. But the first time like I had like a DM from him about it was all the way back in like March, right? So this is like March 2026. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like starting like late last year, 2025. You know, Alan was like everything, something everyone wanted to have, but like he was like the real person who like actually like, you know, everyone always has like ideas, like oh it'd be cool to have a LAN, but he was the one who's like turning it from like oh this would be nice to like holy shit it's fucking real. You know what I mean? I've been in the background a lot, for like in their like Discord that he like set up, and to like you know organize everything. I've been there like since like a lot of the people came in, just because like I like was interested, you know. And like as more and more people came in, like I just like you know just sat in there and like sit in the background. I like kind of just was in like the background, like just talking for vibes, and like I went to like their meetings, even though I didn't really do much. Like to be honest, I'm like wasn't qualified at all or experienced enough in like a lot of the things that they did to like help out in the event. And like I sometimes I feel like super out of place, and it's like what the fuck is this guy doing here, you know? He got like way more competent people to like do what like needed to be done. Like I like said, oh yeah, I could help out with like community outreach and stuff. But then he like recruited, shout out Ashley, as like the community person and like all this other stuff. You probably like saw her if you like went to the event. And in fact, in like he actually like said, like all the way back in March, it's like yeah, I'm just here to give input and assist. And then he said, I'd rather you make a team and compete than help out. Which is like, okay, I'm pretty sure he didn't mean it as mean as like he did here, as it looks, but like, like yeah, no. So I was like, because I was like talking to him, it's like, yeah, like, I think it's like be more cool if like I like made a team instead, right? And he's like, yeah, you should. So I made my team. The team name was, as you say, Samjeb. It was Space Created, and it started actually with me talking to Yin. So Yin goes, it's like, oh, I go, time to go for the team, Yin. Team One Trick Ponies. I was thinking Team Trophy Collector. Everyone just buys it every game. Bid boss at 10. For real, I do want to play in it. You know, just saying, we just want to be there at the first real LAN. You know, it's like true, that'd be pretty cool. It's like, and then I go, come Yin, we'll find 4 others as well. Me and Yin Lanner are known as one tricks on like ladder. Like I'm on Warden, he's on Dynamo. I think we both have like 2K games each, over 2K. So like the idea was right, we get a bunch of other one tricks together, and if we can all play our heroes at a crazy high level, we would be E6 plus on like those heroes. So if we are all one tricks, they can't ban all of us out. And the people who do get their one tricks are gonna be much better than the people we face. Like they can deal with whatever, like they're like way better because they just know all the matchups, and like even against like heroes that they like get countered by, like we would still be like be able to do it because like you know if you're one trick, you play against your counter, like you kind of know the matchup like still pretty well. So yeah, that was like the bit. I brought it up to him like in March basically, like before Tridan said to make a team, right? So I brought it up to him, and only once like the event was like really kind of like going did I start looking for people. We didn't really get to like the full one trick team, but we did get an interesting lineup. So I went around looking for other E6 players, seeing if they can make LAN and like be willing to play in it. Like the main criteria, literally just like the 3 criteria was, can you make it to LAN? Are you like E6 adjacent or E6? And are you like an asshole? You know, like if you're not an asshole, like if you are those two, if you're E6 and if you can make the LAN and like you're actually like willing to play in a team and not be like super like weird, then like come on, please come, you know. And like it was still, even with those like really kind of like relatively easy quote unquote conditions, like it was tough finding people. because like people didn't like know about the LAN, whether it's gonna be like a big thing or not. We got first after Yinliner was Neiman. Neiman was our position 1 player, so he played like our Wraith mainly, and like I designed it around it, designed our position 1 around him. And then right afterwards was Cheesy Blood, who was next. And then right after Cheesy Blood was Sylvision, which was Neiman's friend. So Neiman brought in Sylvision. Cheesy would be our GT Vin, and then later our Pocket. Sylvision's our the Shiv, and he was like my frontline partner. Our final person was Franklin, who was our 6th, and he was like our flex player. But he mainly played Drifter on ladder. Like he was like also known as like a sort of one trick as on Drifter. This is our like team logo. Shout out Yuna, who was on the staff and made this like really quickly, the logo. But this logo is so fucking cool, like for something that like we just like they just threw together, and like way more than we like kind of deserve. But yeah, anyways, so this is us. Neiman, Sylvision, Cheesy, me, Franklin, Yin. Okay, anyways, so the qualifiers and like the qualifiers and like our team comp and going into it, I think I'll make like a separate like overview on that, and I kind of want to make like an in-depth analysis breakdown of like it later. We managed to get all the way through the qualifiers to be like the 4th seed at the LAN, and during the entire time, I think I got to play Warden like once or twice. Like I got banned out pretty hard. So a lot of the draft thing that I expected, it would be like they're gonna ban out my Warden LAN, but that didn't end up happening. I got to play a lot of Warden at LAN. So it kind of went up in smoke a little bit, like a lot of my planning, but it's all good. So leading up to the LAN, I could not sleep well. I was like nervous and excited. Over like the weeks, I'd spend like not only like finding scrims, thinking about drafts, being worried about stuff like XYZ, making sure everyone had what they needed, expanding my roster, trying to fix my sleep schedule. Didn't work. But like as an example, like this is like the travel like briefing that I gave to the team, right? Like this isn't something that like people like shouldn't know, right? Like this is like very simple. If if you like sat down and thought about it and like, oh, what do I need to travel? Like you know, most people could come up with something like this, but I wanted to make sure that everyone like had something like prepped. Like it was something relatively easy that I can like pull up together, and just so that we're all on the same page. So I'm like rest, and people like might forget certain things, right? 1 or 2 things. So it's better to have like a nice list that like makes sense. Rest, please wear deodorant. Because like people stink. Like I didn't know like how good or bad the food was gonna be. I didn't end up eating a lot that day. Like my stomach was like awful, and it has been for like a really long time. In terms of like my appetite, Steam Guard stuff on like the logins, double elim, like a list of things to bring, alcohol questions if like people are gonna eat food. So I woke up early on the morning of. This is like the little bread that I got for everyone. But so I woke up the morning of to kind of break down the to pick up like stuff. So yeah. Okay, the time right now is 7:40. It's like, oh, I only have to be there at 9:30, right? But I am like an hour away or like a while ago, and I go pick up my breakfast for everyone. Got my bunch of like drinks here. I'm gonna put in like a little bag here. I have to go pick up like the food, and then sorry, I'm like a little out of it right now. I got my backpack with all my stuff in it. I went through my checklist, and I also need to go get gas. I didn't think I need to, but it looks like I actually have to. Okay, I better hurry. But yeah, this will be fun. Woo, I'm excited for today. A little bit nervous. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I got some like Lingnam. Like this place is amazing, but like I have to like drive from here after picking it up to like San Jose. So I had to wake up super early just to pick this up, which like sucked, but it's like whatever, It is what it is, and it was 100% worth it. right? Like, hold on, just like look at this. I got a bunch of bread. I got 100 pieces because I wanted to give them to people. But this is mainly supposed to be for my team. But oh my god, it looks so fucking good. Oh, you guys don't know how good this is. I'm gonna yoink one actually. Before I hit the road. It's what time is it? Oh, I'm gonna grab one. Oh, it's hot. Oh fuck. It's like 8:10. It says it's gonna take me about like 45 minutes to get there. So I should be there at 9, ideally. Hopefully it stays warm while I get there, because it's like, this is like so fucking good when it's warm. It is like, look at that, look how much butter there is. It's so fucking good. It's not like a real breakfast either, which is kind of a problem, but I'm sure I'll be fine. I mean, Coke and bread and sugar and butter, like what could go wrong? Alright. So when I got to Guild House, a lot of other players and staff were like already there. And they were like setting up and getting to know each other. So this was the drive over. Like, it was nice and foggy. It was awesome. When we got there, like, at least it wasn't like super hot when I got there. So thankfully it wasn't like 100 or something, you know. That was kind of something like we were worried about. So like there was a bunch of people just talking, like hanging out, and also like setting up. It's like the first time you see everyone's faces, and it's really like weird for me at least, and I think a lot of people, because we've played Deadlock for like so long now. You know a lot of people like here, just like naturally. Like if you play like MM, and like the high ranks, like you've played with them and against them a lot of these people. It's very surreal to like people I've only known online, like suddenly face to face, and it's like super impersonal online. But like when you meet them, like it's real. I've hard inted and I've hard carried games with a lot of these people, and like you get angry and upset and like in the funny computer game, but like it definitely like is very much different when you like see them in real life. I didn't get too many photos because I was like busy like running around like from here, because I was busy like, running around and prepping. But yeah, everyone I met was like super nice too. I think a couple of people were like a bit out of it, like I think one of the teams was like sick, if I remember correctly, which like sucked, you know. But I walked around and I just like gave people bread, which is like, it's like super kind of weird. I felt like I was like being like you don't know me, but like here, have some bread, you know, and it's a little sus, but I'm glad I did. Check-in was at 9:30 for players. I told my team to get there at 9. And the game's supposed to start at 10. But as you know, there was a bunch of delays. So the first one was a 30-minute delay. What it was like was we were supposed as like players, we're all supposed to be playing in the back unless you were on stage. Most of the other teams were going to start playing in the back, and then Space Created and University of Toronto were the first games to be played on stage, and we were supposed to start at 10 at around the same time as everyone else, maybe like a little bit later because of like, you know, just streamer setup and everything. So we expected to like start a little bit later. They budget out like 3 hours for each set, right? So we would start at 10 and play up until 1, schedule us to 1, and doors would open at noon. That was what the plan was. So we expected to like have a crowd to watch us when we were finishing up our set, but not necessarily that they would be there. We could have finished early, but as you may or may not know, there was a whole bunch of technical issues. So the first one was a 30-minute tech delay, which is, you know, that's perfectly fine. That's budgeted in, thankfully, just in general. All right. So here's the whole list. All right, 30 minutes tech delay. The headphones on stage were supposed to be like noise cancelling, and they were not set up yet. They didn't work for some of them, and the computers themselves were not set up yet. There's another 30-minute tech delay on top of this one, right? So we were delayed a full hour to 11. All the computers, when we were like setting up and like we finally got a chance to like warm up, they just shut down after we set up, and we're just trying to like, you know, get our fingers like warmed up and everything. No, yeah, just completely gone. But that was like the main thing that happened before stream even started, before like the games draft even started, everything. So but surely, you know, nothing else goes wrong, right? Yeah. Okay. So this was game 1.
Arguably, having those grabs, I will say, it can
I managed to get Warden top 3. Then they did not ban. They banned out the Geist first. This is a real like our standard draft that I felt really comfortable on. and I felt like our team was going to be like really good with. From qualifiers, our like quote unquote like draft plan was mainly expecting certain bans out because of our limited comp pool, and then we would have comps around that. And then if they didn't like ban what we like to play, then we would have like a standard draft that we would try to like always run, right? So like if they gave me Warden, I almost always want to play Warden because it's like the best frontline that I can play, and I play Warden on a frontline level that is comparable to other people on frontliners. Shiv was our like secondary frontliner because Sylvision is also kind of like a Shiv. I wouldn't say like a Shiv one trick, because he does play Calico and he picked up Billy pretty quickly. Assuming that they got Billy, we put him on Shiv and I'm not upset, you know. Neiman on Wraith, Franklin on Drifter, Cheesy Pocket, and then Yin on the Rem. I'm not gonna go through the entire like VOD, but I'm gonna like show certain very important highlights. So this was like my first like clip.
Billy and Lash,
that, like,
that is a lot of close quarter combat, but we have the
Yin
Rem
comes in for a
taking
gank.
the Guardian going in with this little bit of a gank
And,
here.
I managed to get my ult before the Sinclair, so it's like
this should be a kill on the Sinclair,
and just like the
even
entire
more
like
damage coming through. Chua is just absolutely cooking him right now, and this is everyone going down here. How many are just gonna fall? The Billy is able to grab one, but another parry, and that is gonna be a massacre in Main Street.
It was fucking cinema. 46
The
minutes
the trophy collector
is
we haven't
the
talked about Drifter at all this game. And
first
the trophy collector pickup is going to be very
pause.
interesting to see when we start getting that value, because right here it should take a little bit of time to lock them in, but I gotta hand it, I want to see that Drifter
which is like not a bad timing for me to crash. If you like look at it,
online
like
within the next
nothing
nothing
big
I need
is
to see him by the
happening.
15-minute mark.
Look, it's us. Okay, funny story about Echo here, by the way. This is like the Rift, standard Rift fight, right? And like, this is like where I know for a fact that like I shine early.
We do Edu have our first Rift spawning for the match.
Yeah, and a lot of ultimates on the board for Space Created. We should be able to see some, but we're going to see who's going to show up for this. The Ward in the pocket versus the Billy and the Apollo going right on in. Chua is going to be popping off the ultimate, but we do not have a lot. Wait a minute, Chua's just going right in, and everyone's getting absolutely shredded. Chua just has to keep making that space. The McGinnis should be going down soon, but again, they're just zoning off that Rift. And a Rift, actually, no, it gets swiped by the Drifter and Rem who stay behind, but Chua nearly, no, he does die, and dies to the one
like,
person who is always
Space Created,
in the kill
right?
feed.
Space Created.
Wait a minute, how many
Like that, like that's like exactly like could we have gotten like kills there? Like sure, like I kind of wish we did, but my entire job is done. You know, like I zoned them out completely. I did like a shit ton of damage, and like we could just get a free rift. Like with just me dying, like who cares? You know, like we get a rift. We go from 50 down up 3k to up 5k, right? So you know, good trades. It's like the next rift, we do the exact same fucking thing.
Came over to slow down that far left, but that means
Right.
has all the numbers.
And like,
Barrage is
even though they come back, like
going to come out and
they
try
can't.
to
They're not even on
far,
point,
but
so
it's
like
not
I just like
a
walk
full
at them.
build for him again, so she has to back away, and here comes Chua once again. His whole thing is, I pop my last stand and I make space for my team, and it works in dividends once again.
And they gave the Rift to a Rem.
And then, if you watch the game live, you remember what happened here.
This. They may want to get it to scream, but they ultimately want Toronto to make a mistake right now. Toronto cannot make a mistake.
Yeah, and honestly, but the mistake is already being made. They allowed Chua to get close enough to start harassing them and poking them out. Chua, he's too tanky to take any damage.
gosh.
He gets free damage here, just constantly shredding these
I
players
have
down. and
not taken. I didn't take any HP damage, by the
We haven't seen an
way.
affliction yet, but we
I
don't
took
even
0
need it.
HP
Chua
damage.
is online. The Italio-san comes through, and no affliction. That's going to be Cheesy Blood gone, and even more damage. Fractal having to carry the game. It's just doing it all on the back of his sword. Keeping this up, it's another damage-dealing carry, but wait a minute. He has to get out. The Wraith, the hyper carry, is here to poke them away.
And it's like we should have won this fight easily, but we lost it.
Wait,
Barrage? There is 4 down, though. They were able to kill Pocket before he used the Affliction. I'm glad you put
But
it out on the play-by-play. You know, Affliction
the
being
wave.
available means they couldn't wear down
The wave.
Toronto. And Toronto, using Dispel Magics and kiting back appropriately, were able to win that team fight.
Wait, they're
Here
about to
comes the
get back
My
go,
boy
though.
Sylvision on the
back
shiv.
Vision making some plays, and here comes Neiman. He's knocking on the back door. He's going straight for the actual Hidden King.
No
It's
way.
down to 50. It's down to 40,
No.
30, 20, 10. Oh, the deny coming in, but here is
Wait, the
Shiv.
ship's there.
He's
The
trying to
ship's.
show up, and he gets again.
No way!
Space created shows up. The fist bumps come flying.
Okay, Neiman, I fucking okay. Like it was like a weird one though.
No way.
We should have just won like the fight there because we're like up like so much fucking money.
40, 30.
He has debuff remover up. He has it's like 190 HP. Like here, like being fucking from Siphon. Just pop the Siphon, man. I mean, just pop the debuff remover. That's like a 500 HP swing, man. Come on. So we won, and when we like looked up, the crowd was like, they were growing. Sorry, it wasn't like big yet, but like if you look here, right, like the crowd, like there was a huge ass fucking line here, and like the seats weren't like super filled yet, but you can see people like trickling in, right? Like people are coming in here. And, like this was like empty when we started, or so started off empty when we started, and then more people were coming in. They had to do like a bag check, so like a lot of the people who were outside were like just watching on stream. But like it was really funny every time like I like just hear the word space created. I'm like, oh, it's us, it's us, it's us, it's us. Let's see. So the first crash, right, in the first game was like, okay, that crashes happen. Hopefully it was like a one-off time thing. So by the time we started game 2, like look at how many people there were now, right? Like
If we have 2 of them, okay.
like we're like all setting up, like people like trickling in, but like there's a huge ass line in the back. Like this white area is like the VIP area, like it is like packed now, and like the line is still going outside. By the time we started game 2, like the space was filled. You gotta watch this like from the beginning because like this is like a really good
so
clip.
fast compared to the last one. It's funny because the less we see these dynamic builds in the draft,
Yeah.
the more we're seeing these stomps.
Things are definitely. I knew Space Created was a good team. I didn't think they would be stomping this hard, right? In
Yeah.
these matchups here. And again, Toronto's actually in a good spot. Like I'm really focusing on Space Created. Hang on, actually, this is going to be a last stand, and there goes Chua. But here's that Victor factor where he's able to stand in here. Here goes Billy from the side. Fractal goes in. There's
What?
parry. Oh,
Ooh!
does this man have auto parry on? Someone check his computer. He throws out another flask as well. That's going to be 2 quick picks. He made it look easy.
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes is here, ladies and gentlemen, and he's nailing these flasks.
Yes. Check his PC. Check his PC. Please check my PC. Please check my PC.
But we have the Rem trying to get some
Okay,
information
here
from
we
the
go.
team. We have yet to see Chua coming on in. We're not going to see the ult yet. We need to see the Affliction, but here comes the Rejuvenator. As it falls, so will Chua coming on in with that ultimate, going straight up. He is going to get slammed, and nobody has touched it. No, Franklin steals it first. They get 2. Everything's just dying, bro. And now we're seeing no rejuves left. They have immediately exploded on the stage, and that is looking awful for University of Toronto. They've gotten it countered, parried, and taken away. They are managing to clean up at the end. The Victor's online. Did he pop his anchor? Is he popping players? The Billy, again, getting CC'd. Chua, he doesn't have any kit left. He's gonna...
We actually lose this because we don't have Neiman there. I mean, so, yeah, Neiman on Calico. Wait, sorry, not. This thing is still like fucking bugged. I think Neiman, if Neiman is there, after like I think we got a 4-man parry here. It's hard to tell from like the video, but I got a 4-man parry. Franklin like knocked them all away, and then we got like a bunch of kills. I mean, we got the a bunch of rejues. I had like my ult off with rebuttal. I think I have a rebuttal like damage amp. And I had, my last stand going. It shredded them, just like straight up. So if we just were able to like clean this up with like Neiman, I think it would have been a lot better. But we were still like significantly ahead. This is my next DC, right, at 208. So this is like my second crash. This is the second crash that I have. Oh, this is a funny one.
On the map. They have put
listen what the cast is saying.
Because Ann gets started with an egg in the basket of Victor.
Yeah.
Victor is going to be the only way they win this game. Can they pull it off?
Oh!
That's
oh my
Franklin!
god! Oh my god, sorry guys, my mic just peaked, but that was peak hooking! There's no way across the map will we actually get the value from it.
Can they pull it off? Yoink! Here.
These guys are playing so well.
You're like,
they
oh, we're
take
pushing
out
in, we're doing real.
Viscous
Another
and
pause,
Yeah,
another
interception.
crash. Crash number 3. So if we go back and forth, we make a bunch of misplays. The Victor is like really like cooking us in the team fights. And I think we needed more anti-heal. I was going back throughout the game on this, and because we have the pocket, I thought it was gonna be okay. The team fights should be in like our favor, just generally speaking, right? Because our pocket ult like should counter like the Victor ult in aggregate. My idea was that by the time he was like this fit, I thought if we just kill everyone else, because like everyone else is like pretty like not difficult to kill. I thought that we would have like a very strong chance of just like, you know, we can kill him later, you know.
Boy,
Wait, no, this one's sick. Hold on, this one's sick. There we go.
Victor just straight up runs right
No, he's
at
coming
him.
in!
He's coming in. Here comes the cage. Goes straight for Billy. Tries to lock him down. He has that last stand. Gonna need to pop that bad boy. There it is. It comes out. He has another cage once again, and he's just trying to stop Billy, but this poor guy is not able to control the pace of the fight. Wait a minute, the life steal's enough. I thought he was gone. How is this man alive? He starts to retreat out. Here's Holiday missing every barrel, but that's okay, because Chua is finally gonna get away. I don't know how he lived through it.
And
that just
Franklin's
taking
back.
over.
And Franklin comes back, takes out Frankl, and now we finally see the hyper beam. It's on the high ground. Get out of my patron's house. And we
I
will
crashed, by the way, at
counterspell
the end of
just
that.
in time. We do have the pillows, the everything. It's
So like this is another crash. So far this is like the third one, I think. Yeah, this is like the third crash. No, fourth crash actually. This is when I think it kind of goes to shit.
so. Let's see if they're going to be able to lock it in. Wait! Oh my
Okay,
God!
Holiday.
What a lasso! And
So
the
they get
Temple
mid-boss,
Guardian has gone down.
or, like-
Are we going to finally see an Affliction? The answer is no. They just get it for free, but we're going in. There's the Affliction. Now to connect, it's all of the damage here online. We do have ultimates here, but will we find it? It is going to be a lifted moment for the Telekinesis, and the Calico is trying to harass, but she is going down as well. There we go. Franklin's able to grab the Mirage, but the Mirage ain't the biggest issue. You got the hooks coming through, saving your teammate, Franklin. You're not just the guy getting one. You get your team out, and they harass.
Great trying from afar to get those dodge.
I crash here.
1 for 3
Bro,
suddenly
I
happens.
crash here.
And
Like
Victor
okay, we lost the game from here already, or like it's
Exactly.
pretty much like over from here. But like I crash here, and it's like it's probably like one of the worst crashes. But like it was just like
And
super
it
fucking
looks
demoralizing. It's like fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like the fifth crash. Overall we did like the crashes were annoying, but like we misplayed the game, I think. But I was thinking, all right, forget it. We go move on to game 3. We got it, and hopefully I don't crash like too much again. In retrospect, I should have like asked for like a different PC at that point. I won't go through this too much, but let's see here. One crash. Here.
Create its whole signature.
We
They
take
get
the
first
walker and,
walker
like,
down. Coming on in
And
from
the
high-
rift.
There's not
But
a lot of options here because is Chua disconnected again?
Oh no, Chua! No,
Another crash.
it's not his fault. Oh, poor guy's having a hard
Every
time.
time at this point, by the way, every time I crashed, the crowd would start booing, and it's like I don't know if it's at me. I don't think it's like directly at me, right? It's just like, oh man, it's like it sucks. Like every time there's like a pause, but it's like it hurt my heart a little bit.
You're gonna go ahead. and
But like we played really well here. We're up 16% but I think everything starts to go wrong somewhere. Yeah, it goes wrong somewhere. I don't like. Honestly, the crashing at this point was taking a toll on not just me, but like just our team in general. And like I'm okay with it personally. Like in the moment too, even though I was crashing a lot, like it wasn't really affecting me as much as like people like might think it was. I didn't really care that much. In terms of like, oh, like this is like ruining my game. I'm like it is what it is, you know. It's just that I couldn't shot call, and I couldn't like organize things because I couldn't see anything. I was just like waiting to get back in the game. So I think that really like messed me up. That was the main thing that messed me up, I would say. Like the crashing itself did not affect how I like the mechanical part, for the most part, I would say. But crash here. Oh. This one is really bad.
It's been a long series, but you know, oh my God, Franklin finds.
Oh yeah, whenever like they get like a hook like that.
And he gets it again on the barrage. There's a curse as well. Can they focus him before he gets the tornado up? There
Like every time that happens, like the crowd goes fucking nuts, and it was great.
goes the Rejuvenator. Drifter and them are on the way.
then
Here
Hyper
comes a laser to lock him down, make sure he can't get away from the fight, and they need to start backing away.
And
It looks
then-
like here,
No.
as Toronto's on the way.
No.
A slight pop now. What is the verdict? What's happened?
Fault. Exclamation mark donate in Twitch chat if you want to get him a new computer.
And like the crowd, this is a massive crowd, you know? This is a massive crowd. And it's like, man, this fucking sucks, dude. Like, I'm crashing all the time. They're like booing me. Like, man, this is so sad. There's like a couple too that I don't have like marked down. I crashed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in this game. More than 5 times in this game. In total, I crashed at least 10 times, and I think the number is like 12, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken. They fixed it next game. And I probably should have been like, hey, like I can't play in this. Like, please, like get me a new computer. But like looking back at it, maybe I should have. But I was okay with it. Every time I crashed, it's very rare that the crash like actually affected like my personal gameplay. Could have affected like other parts of the map because of the pausing, but yeah. And that just gives them time to think. I was more upset, frankly, that we could have won the set. Like the set, like we were ahead by 16%, almost 20% in like game 2, game 3, at various points in the game, and we should have just played like won it. And I think we. Like, it's 100% like a skill issue on our part. A couple of misplays. I'd have to like actually watch the match itself to like figure out what went wrong, who misplayed, etc., etc. There was one that like really annoyed me, but for in like game 2, I think. But overall, like, you know, we had a good time. One of the funny things though is that every time like I crashed, I'd like call it out, right? I'd be like, I crashed, right? Because the game, most of the time it's a game crash. It was only one full computer crash. Like the computer just exploded. I like call it out. I'd like tap Yin on the shoulder, so he was on my right. I like tap him on the shoulder, just so he knows. I like stare at my TO. Echo, who's behind me, he's like in a little funny hat. He like give me a look and like or like a thumbs up or something, and then I go back to the game. And like we did that 10 times because I just like kept staring at him. Like it sucked. It fucking sucked. But like it is what it is. It's okay. It's okay. I was not upset that bad in the moment of it. It was just another list. It felt like me getting like denied in lane. You know, it's just it sucks, but it's like it is what it is. You know, like I can't really change the fact that you get a deny in lane, something like that. So we end up losing the set, which like really sucked. So we dropped down to the lower bracket, which I didn't like think that it was impossible for us to drop against UOT, because one, we didn't play them in the qualifiers, so I had no clue on like how good they were and like how we played into them. Two, I anticipated a world where we come out from the lower bracket beating certain teams. It was doable. It would be difficult. So we won our first set against Alone. Sorry, the first set in the lower bracket against Alone Renegades. And then the game between Ido and Cheesy Breads determined who we would face. And I was super convinced that Cheesy Breads was like the better team in terms of like overall players. But they'd like misdrafted like I think every single game in this one. I think against Ido Academy, I think they misdrafted pretty hard. I felt if we faced Ido Academy, I think we would have a solid chance of beating them. More so than Cheesy Breads, because of just our way of our play styles in the hero pool. Like if I was playing into like this, like as Warden, I feel perfectly comfortable. You know, they wouldn't be able to kill me. Like people would just hook me in and I kill them. You know. So we lost to Cheesy Breads, but they gave me a free shirt. I'll show you later. But no, I really like Cheesy Breads. Like I love all of them. They're real nice. My boy Chino. Chino made like a really fun like melee play, like survival thing. It's awesome. I always feel like, you know, people like, what's that feeling when it's like you're worried that like people hate you, like even though it's like logically speaking, like I'm pretty sure like at worst they're like indifferent about you, but like there's always like that nagging feeling you have in the back of the head. It's like, oh, I think like I'm so fucking like socially awkward, like I don't know, like I really like these guys, oh I want them to like me, or like I want to be like chill, whatever. But it's like I'm pretty sure like I don't think they hate any of us, you know. Or like me in particular, or like most people. It's just internally, like sometimes you worry about that a little bit. You know, I'm a little socially anxious. So the problem with the computer was apparently they did like some analysis on it, and I was talking to Meet Panoy, who was like one of the main TOs here, like who like handled like a bunch of stuff. Was that the AIO on like the computer was like unseated, or some issues on that when other people played on it, like testing it out, like on the testing it was like fine, it did crash again in Ido's game, in game 2. I mean set 2, and they did like they pulled it out immediately after that. And it's like, oh, it's like unfair. It's like, people are like, why the fuck, like, when Idol's team plays, they fix it immediately. I'm like, I don't. You could chalk it up normally to be like, oh, it's just that one guy's like settings or some shit like that, right? Like, hopefully, like, but if it goes on to the second set and you haven't changed out the computer, you know, like when like they start crashing, like something is wrong. Like, change out the fucking computer, dude. Like, do it now. I have no ill will towards like the timing on that. So what they did as like a really like scuffed fix is that they put a fan there, and it's like, bruh, like, why are we? Why? Oh, no. Like, this is the way to cool it down. It's like, it worked a little bit, but like it was just like really dumb to like see. I got like kind of like incredulous at this. It works. It works. It was correct to do. Ideally, they should have had another computer that was like they eventually swapped it out for like a shittier computer, which like sucks, but it's like it's better than a computer that's constantly crashing. Overall, I had like a great time at the LAN of meeting people and everything. So even though like I was disappointed that we didn't make the day 2, I really wanted to make it to day 2. Like, that was my goal. I even had like a vision or a dream that like we'd go all the way and like through like an upset we beat Pauper's Pupils. But like, you know, that's like the pipe dream, right? You know, and I think in a different world, in a different like set of circumstances, it would have been possible. Okay, so arguably the coolest part about the LAN was the cosplayers and the artists. I haven't really interacted with like another community, gaming community, as much as I have with Deadlock. Like, I played a lot of Overwatch, but I never really got into like any like LAN events other than like the one collegiate one that I did. So getting to like see all the art and like the cosplays and everything was really cool for me. There was like so much like swag and stuff. I got to meet like a bunch of people. Like I got a bunch of like signatures from everyone. I wish I got more. Next time I want to bring like a little like autograph book or something behind it. But this is Ashley and Yuna, and like they're like part of the staff, and like I talked to them a fair bit. I wish I talked to more cosplayers, but you know, we're playing, we didn't have time. Shelby was there, like in a silver cosplay. Shout out Shelby Pop. Which was really good. There was like a really good Paradox one, and like it's like a whole different like world that I'm like not exposed to normally. So the fact that like I got to see it and like kind of like learn about it is really wild, and like I really like that. Anyways, this picture here. So this guy, like, it was really cool to meet him. He reached out to like Franklin when I was like doing something. He's like, hey, Franklin like sends me a DM on Discord, and he goes, hey, this guy's looking for you. He said he wanted to talk about your warden because like he really liked it in the first set. And I was like, oh dude, I'm coming over, you know. Just give me a second. So we talked and everything. He was there with his girlfriend, and we got like a pictures. I wish I took way more pictures of people with people. That's something I really want to do next time. But we took a picture. We talked shop, and then he was there with his girlfriend, and like his girl, like I didn't really talk to his girlfriend that much, but like I like, you know, like I looked at her and I was like, she looks really familiar. So like we like exchanged like Discord information and stuff. He posted a picture on the Deadlock Discord, and then I responded to him, and we DM, and I go, hey, this is kind of a long shot, but like, did your girlfriend like go to like Cal Poly, like Cal Poly Slow, and like did she like play Overwatch? I didn't even like ask that. He's like, did she go to Cal Poly Slow? Cause like she looked really familiar. He goes, yeah, she did. Like, oh my gosh, like you guys met, and it was like that alone is like a crazy coincidence. But his girlfriend, right, was a support player for the you know, like she was like higher ranked than me. I was not as good at Overwatch as I am at Deadlock. She was like a higher rank than me, and she was just like straight up better. I think she was like a year older than me. Like I was a freshman when I met her, and I think it could be a sophomore. And she was on the team. She was on the collegiate team, and I think she left, or I know they were doing tryouts. I think she left, or she like decided not to go through with it. I don't know the exact thing, but it was. But like she was supposed. In long story short, she was supposed to be on the team, and I wouldn't have made the cut. But she decided not to, and because she didn't, I got into the team. And that was the start of me playing like as a team, in a team competitively. And if not for her like deciding, it could have gone like way differently, you know. So like it's like a crazy small world. The fact that I talked to her too and like met her, and it's like insane. And like not like this guy already made my fucking like week. All right, like just being able to like, meet just like a random person that like, you know, I've never interacted with before, and he's like really hyped and like really happy to see me. Like it's something I'm not gonna forget for like a long time, you know. Okay, so now we're gonna look at my like the stuff that I got. I got a couple of things that I want to show off. So give me a second. Okay, they got me a shirt. They gave me a shirt. They didn't like charge for it. So shout out Cheesy Prince. You know, I'm contractually obligated to like, you know, support them whatever they do. Secondly, I got this really cool, like, viscous cube thing with like the heroes that I play, and you just like shake it around. It's like a little like ADHD like fidget thing. I got a really cool keychain, like the page keychain. And then I obviously, got a little like the player badge thing, all the things on it. Really quickly. Okay. That's basically it for all I got. I wish I got more merch. I really wish I got more merch. There's not a lot of Warden merch either, so it's like, kind of sucks. I would definitely like buy more Warden merch, and I get it. Like it's not like super popular. I'm gonna be real. All right, like I get it. Okay. So you know, it is what it is. Where was I? Okay, we ended the first day pretty late, around 10. Like it ended around 10 p.m. So one of my teammates stayed with me instead of going back home. And the rest of them, like the rest of the team, had their own place to stay. And honestly, like part of me was pretty bummed out, because like we didn't make our goal of getting to day 2. If we just got like shit stomped, like the way through, like and I don't think I would have been as upset, because then it's like, oh, we just played worse, you know. We didn't deserve to be up there anyways. But I think in another world, in another like with different like things happening, if we played it a little bit differently, a little bit better, if they played it a little bit worse, we could have made it to day 2 like no problem, you know. And I think that kind of hurt a little bit. But I can't be mad about like going to this event at all, you know. I had an amazing time playing. Even the losses were fun and interesting. It was the most like hype that I've had, like playing Deadlock ever. Especially like being on stage, right? Hearing the crowd like react to a parry, a sick play, like there's nothing like being on stage, alright? The what could have been though, like still sits in my mind, and there's a little bit of like this, like my part in like Deadlock is like done, you know? It's over. So even though like there was another day, like there's like a sense of emptiness already like kind of building, and it sucks, you know. Like damn, I could have been like, what could have been. If I could like go back and redo it, other than like playing better in the games, I would have wanted to do more, way more. I wish I was more confident and talked to more people. I wish I'd been out there more, taking more photos. But you know, you can't go back in time and like to do that. You know, you can only do more in the future. It's not frustrating because I could do things like better, but it's just how much I could have done that I didn't. Day 2 was fun as well. So you know, go watch the VOD for day 2 if you're interested. I got to chill and talk to more people. I didn't really take many pictures or after during day 2. I was still like like we were all like super tired. Like I don't know what it was, but like it was just like I was just like out of it too still. Even though I didn't play at all. Go back to this. This is the end of day 2. This is like a bunch of the staff. They're really cool. If you guys ever like meet any of them, like they deserve all the love and praise and the props, because they worked ridiculously hard. They worked insanely hard. I have been in their meetings for like months and months and months and months, just like sitting there and like giving my input. They did so much work in between that I have nothing but like appreciation, and like I'm like inspired by them, to be honest. Like I don't do that much other than play the video game. So the fact that like all these different people like came in to like volunteer and everything, it's really inspiring. And I don't know, I feel like so out of place, man. Sometimes it's like, man, like I don't even do anything. Okay, so final, like, this is the last thing. Like, my goals for, like, next time, not just, like, as at a LAN, but anything for, like, any, like, uh, big, like, Deadlock thing, is that I really want to hang out with more people. I'm, like, super self-conscious about it. It doesn't seem like it when I'm here, but, like, when I'm, like, out there, I'm, like, sometimes I feel, like, giga awkward. But, like, I mean, once I get to know people, like, personally, I'm not, like, as scared, you know? I'm like, yeah, we should totally hang. You know, but, like, just, like, the initial part is always, like, scary. But, yeah. But no more, you know? Just, like, there's nothing wrong with just asking people to hang out, you know? Do more stuff even if tired. Like, I have this kind of, like, habit of, like, if I'm tired, I'm just gonna, like, not do it, you know? Like, I'm just, like, gonna call it a day, because it is, like, I'm done, you know? But especially for things like this, like, every time I choose to do more, even when I'm tired, I don't regret it afterwards. Like, like 90%, 99% of the time. So, like, I want to do that. I really want to get more pictures, more merch, more signatures, and we're gonna full commit, baby. We're gonna go. I'm gonna be pushing out way more, like, stuff, content stuff. Ideally, I've got, like, ideas that I've been planning to do, that I wanted to do for a while, and I'm going to do that. But yeah, hopefully by next time any, like, this Guild Lock thing comes up again, like, I'm doing more and everything, and it'll be great.